Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, episode 5, season 2, from someone who thinks they know, but maybe I don't. I don't know. Okay, so let's start with the whole Layla being the one to put in the truth box. I don't know if it was called the truth box, that Jen is a fake. Totally producer driven. I don't know if they thought that they needed to give Layla more of a storyline, but nobody was going to write in that box, Jen is a fake. They wanted to obviously stir up drama. Now, relating back to Jen and the whole Zach thing with Ben Affleck being related, I truly believe in the bottom of my heart that Jen was told for years that they were somehow related, but their family probably was slightly embarrassed to have her on TV being like, we're related to Ben Affleck. And they're like, you need to change that. So now Zach's on there being like, she's insane. And Jen's like, hold on a second. I do think that that's kind of what's going on. But furthermore, the whole storyline with Jen being fake and lying, and her being really upset and going to fight with Demi and Jesse. Your husband is calling them. They being production, has him calling them and giving them dirt on you. So then he can turn around and be the hero saying like, these girls, meaning the show, is mean to you and you need to leave. It all feels very meta to me, where it's like different layers that are all kind of relating back to the same thing. And the thing is Zach is the underlying issue. He does not want her to be on the show. Jen wants to be on the show, but then he's like, the show makes you feel bad, but then I'm going to call and perpetuate this narrative. Again, I don't love the guys being on the show. This is the girl's story. I find the husbands being on here slightly problematic, but look, I mean, maybe it's great for drama. The other thing I am going to say, what I find very interesting is all of the girls in their interviews, confessionals, talking heads, whatever you want to call it, the part that they intersperse with the reality where they're talking directly to camera. First of all, whoever's doing their lighting, chef's kiss. The lighting on those girls makes them all look like fairy tale princesses. And they're beautiful girls, but the lighting makes a huge difference, obviously, because we could look like a troll under a bridge demanding a riddle from a child, or we could look like a fairy tale princess, depending on the lighting. So lighting, great. But also, I find it very interesting that they do their interviews in like one fell swoop. And the reason I know that for the entire season, they're doing them all together is because they're in the same outfits, which first of all, that's really hard to remember everything. And second of all, that tells me that a lot of their interviews, production is giving them pickups, and pickups are essentially where they are giving sound bites that perpetuate whatever story is production is telling. So for instance, if we knew on Dance Moms, like if Chloe was going to lose and Maddie was going to win, and that was the story, my pickup might be like, oh my gosh, the chance of Chloe winning today are really slim to none because Maddie's the superstar, whatever. Those were production driven clips that were given to perpetuate whatever narrative they were saying. I think a lot of what they're doing in Talking Heads are pickups, which were given to them, which means the story was already predetermined. It's not their real emotions. Does that make sense? Okay, see you back for episode 6.